Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Bonsoir. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Ça va bien? Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Salut. Salut to you. Et toi, et toi, et toi. How is everyone doing? I am exhausted. Very, very, very tired. But you know, I'm here. Let's chat. Of course. As I said, like these are conversations. These are just using what we can learn right now. The lessons, learn French with Alexa. They are very, very early, simple things. So we have a few simple phrases. Bonjour, salut, bienvenue, comment ça va? Ça va bien? Ça va, ça va. Bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue, bienvenue. Bonjour, hello. Comment ça va? Ça va? Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien? Oh, welcome. I was just saying, like I said, these are conversations. I know it says like let's learn French mainly because that's like the focus, but I hope you guys have been looking at the lessons. If we count last week, even though I didn't stream, we technically are on lesson 3, but it's really not that far. Right now we've done greetings. Ça va bien et tout? Ah, ça va. Ça va très bien. Ah, ça va. Ça va, it's CAVA, and it means how are you? So ça va means yeah, you're just asking how are you. You can also respond with ça va, which would be like I'm okay, I'm good, I'm fine. You can say ça va bien, which I'm good. If you're not good, you can say ça va mal, which means you're doing bad. Um, and then there's also like you're doing okay, which is comme si, comme ça. So you're like, oh, comme si, comme ça. I used to use that a lot in high school. My French teacher would stop me in the hallway and she'd say, ça va? And I'd be like, comme si, comme ça. Or just ça va. So yeah, it's just asking how you're doing. Um, but yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful. Ça va bien? Ça va très bien. If you're doing really well or really bad, and then if you don't have like French on your on your phone, it'll try to autocorrect it. But yeah, I'm doing great. As I said, like it says let's learn French, but really it's more like let's review and integrate what we've learned. Um, if we don't count the lack of streaming last week, then we're on numbers. Numbers in French, I'm gonna say this right now, I hate numbers in French. I absolutely detest French numbers because as it goes on, it gets so complicated. Trying to do math in French was a nightmare. I don't think, and what's interesting is like it's a nightmare in the sense of saying it, but actually doing like the way that French numbers are set up, it actually makes a lot of sense because you're doing math as you're saying it. But yeah, anyway, bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue, bienvenue. Um, if you're wondering, bienvenue means welcome. So if you've gone on public transportation, you might have heard bienvenidos, bienvenue. Those both mean welcome, French, Spanish. So like I said, this is more of reviewing. This is more of chatting and using what we're learning in our conversation. And I want to talk about a few things because I did a poll a few weeks ago about what you guys wanted to hear on the channel. So there are conversations about oh, actually, like before we get into that, I want everybody to introduce themselves, please. Bonjour. I'm gonna chat as well. Uh, I'm gonna say bonsoir because it's the evening. Bonsoir. Je m'appelle I think I spelled that correctly. Je m'appelle, all mixed up. Je suis. Je suis créole. I. I'm just gonna say créole. Je parle anglais. Yeah. Um, in the chat, introduce yourself. So I just put in a message. Bonsoir. Je m'appelle, all mixed up. Je suis créole. Je parle anglais. If you don't know what that means, it means you haven't reviewed, but that's okay. I'm saying good evening. My name is all mixed up. I am Creole and I speak English because I do. One day I will say je parle français et anglais, or je parle français et anglais. Et what's Spanish and French? That I don't know. I actually don't know the word for Spanish and French. Look at me. Um, but yes, anglais is English. So if you can chat, please in the chat, your introduction for yourself in French. So you can say bonsoir, which is good evening, or you can say bonjour. You can also say salut. Salut. There's so many ways to say hello, right? So you say bonsoir, salut. Salut is if we're very familiar with each other. That's SALUT. It can be hello and it can also be goodbye. Again, we're refreshing, right? Refreshing, refreshing. I say if you're really, really, really dedicated to learning, um, don't just like watch the videos, but integrate it into your daily life. So as I mentioned right now, one of the lessons, because the third lesson is the French alphabet, you know, but the second lesson are the numbers. So there's un, deux, trois. I'm gonna say I remember un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. That's 1 through 10. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. And so with that, I've been on YouTube for uh 2 years. And one day we'll learn how to say that in a full sentence, right? But we're just on integrating it a little bit. So if you see numbers here and there, just think, what is that in French? What is that in French? What is that in French? And there's also 10 through 20. Let's see if I can remember that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to type those in. Introduce yourselves. Introduce yourself in Francais. Introduce yourself in French in the chat. As I said in here, I said, c'est bonsoir, je m'appelle, en mixed up, je suis créole, je parle anglais, and I'm learning French. And some people have oddly said, like, oh, it's why would a Creole person learn the colonizer language? Oh my gosh, people throw that word around so much. That does not even scare me. I don't think there's any problem with learning the language. I say learn whatever you want to learn. Communicate however you want to communicate. Bonsoir. Oh, bonsoir. Je m'appelle Camina. Je suis mixte américaine. Je parle espagnol et anglais. Oh, you speak Spanish? Yamina. You and I, we gotta do a Spanish live stream. I can barely hold a conversation in Spanish. Barely. Thank you for introducing yourself. Thank you for participating. It might just be us, It might just be us one day just chatting, but that's two more, right? That's two more of us. What do you mix with? I would love to know. Do you have a Creole background? Again. Oh, merci. I should have said it in French. Merci, merci. Bon merci. Bon merci. That's fantastic. I love that so much. Yeah, and if you have to leave the stream a little bit to go look some things up, to check your notes, because I'm the type to keep notes on my phone. So if you have to leave, go check your notes, come back. That doesn't bother me at all. For me, it doesn't matter how many people are on here. It matters to me how many are that are on here are participating and are actually trying to learn and care. So I know I say that like a million times, but don't be shy, don't be shy. Thank you for introducing yourself. Yeah, I love that. Mixed American. Yeah, so I'm gonna type in the numbers in French. So we have un, deux, trois. Again, these aren't lessons, these are reviews. Cats, cinq. So I guess if you like saw the title and you were like, oh, she's gonna do a slideshow and we're gonna do no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We are not doing that. We are doing chatting. We're just chatting. Chatting about anything and throwing in French. So like how Yamina is here, and please let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize. But how Yamina is doing here, how she just will respond, oui, de rien, things like that. Just the little things that we have in our head we want to throw out there. So if I'm asking like I don't know. I don't think we know that many. Oh, I could be like, what day is it? Like, oh gosh, did I mess up the stream? No, I didn't. You're correct. Oh, thank you. But yeah, like I said, this isn't like a slideshow type of ordeal. We're gonna be chatting, we're gonna be throwing in French, and early on, it is gonna suck because there's very little that we can say. We can say like we can say de rien, we can say merci, we can say like bonsoir, salut, things of that nature. We can say numbers, random numbers. You can throw random numbers in there. Like today is September. Actually, I don't even know. There's like an actual correct way to say it, but the actual date. Do you know that number? Do you know 14 in French? Ooh, quiz. What is 14 in French? Say it. It was in the lesson. It was in the lesson. What is 14 in French, you guys? What is 14 in French? I'm gonna type in 1 through 10 in the chat. Cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Huit, neuf, huit, neuf, dix. Yeah, that's 1 through 10 is in the chat right now. Oh, bonsoir, je m'appelle Tony. Je suis mixed américaine. Uh, with a Creole background, Cherokee. Ooh, Pequot. Ooh. Okay, Tony. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mixture. Love that. Love that so much. Oh, you guys went into detail. All I said was I was Creole. It could mean like a million things, right? I feel like that's actually Creole is actually very Creole is actually a very broad term. Um, there are more than one groups that are Creole. For those who don't know, right? We have when I say I'm Creole, when I say Creole, I mean Louisiana origin. That is what I mean. My American roots go back to all of America, even before it was officially America, before like the colonies were like officially became a country. So those are my roots. We're very cathos. Thank you. Thank you. We got somebody. Um, thank you, Chanel. Chanel. Thank you very much for responding. The date today is 14. 14 in French is 14. I only put 1 through 10 in the chat because I wanted to see if you guys actually paid attention to the lesson. The lesson goes from 1 through 20. And today is the 14th, and that is 14. Cut. It's like cuts, like 14. They do like that thing in their throat. Merci. um, so yeah, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. You guys really are practicing and learning, and I love that. And it's fantastic. I I don't want to like bulk do lessons. I really do want to take our time because this is like the time where you really go over the basics and then it like um I can't believe we took that. And then we just build on it. We just build on it. So I love hearing about your backgrounds. I love seeing you guys introduce yourselves. If you are new to the stream, check the chat. We are speaking. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened, but my screen was my screen was it just completely disappeared on me. Huh. These that's 10, 10. So numbers, merci. Numbers are, oh my gosh, please tell me that the stream didn't catch that. Oh my gosh, please tell me the stream didn't catch that. Anyway, that's not the point. Um, Dilian. I had mother and grandmother from New Orleans, Louisiana. Love that. My family is from all over the South. So from southern and northern Louisiana, they're from Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, but a very large chunk from Louisiana. My family came here as a mixture of settlers as well as natives. I'm gonna end my life. I'm gonna end it all. Okay, well, the stream. Oh gosh, you guys don't expose me. I'm gonna start a whole new stream. I'm gonna start a whole new stream. No, seriously, only because like there are weirdos out there, you know what I mean? So like I try to keep it very private. And there are weirdos who okay, question. Was it because for me on my end, the stream, I have to ask. On my end, I ended up backing out of the stream and going to a different page and I thought that the stream was over because it asked me to go back to live. So did it show my face? I have to ask, did it? That is a very important question. That determines the next steps right now. That determines a lot of next steps. It means I'll probably delete the stream and start a new one, like right after. But I do have to be very protective of my privacy because it no, it was my okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Because it checked my camera and that was like my full face and I was like, "Oh my gosh." Because people on this space, you guys understand. Please do not misunderstand me. You guys understand people on this space are very, very, very crazy. So, thank you. Okay, so I was fine. Um, but love that, love that, love that. So like, yeah, as I was saying, my background is very, very, very I've got a mixture of like settlers from Europe to like it's so funny looking at merci. Oh yeah, right. French, français. Merci. Um my mom and I kind of laugh about it all the time, but we like look at our family tree and we're like, "Oh my gosh, we had like zero black heritage for a long time until like very recently." And I say that as a funny thing because you grow up the way that we like taught in like the school system is that like just how a person looks is like the end of it, right? So like it goes back further than just how you look right now, like your family history. It goes back way further. That's why we have people who will do you guys remember that video from years ago of the black girl who did the African ancestry test? And you know, with women, you can only trace your maternal, you can only trace your maternal line, technically. Like, you can do a DNA test and it tells you, like, who you are, but, like, you can only trace your maternal line. What? Can you stop? I'm live streaming. I'm sorry. Oh, my husband thinks he's funny. But
My exotical 4C husband.
you're being so stupid. See, he likes to throw out random terms because he thinks this. Huh? Yeah. He thinks like all those terms that are used. He thinks all those terms that are used in the space are so dumb. Like he thinks the hair chart is dumb. He thinks the hair chart is ridiculous. He thinks all the terms and everything is stupid and that we're doing too much. He's like, why do you guys do all that? Why do you have a term for everything? So he'll throw out random stuff. He'll be like, oh, my exotical 4C queen. And it just like cracks me up so much. I'm sorry. Um, just cracks me up. Oh my gosh. So that's not the point. I lost the point. I lost the plot, you guys. Okay, I have to ask actually. Let's stick on the fringe for a second. Um, I'm kind of wondering for you guys, um how do you feel about it's just fun over here. I don't worry about the hair chart. Right? Right, like I don't is it that deep? I feel like if you've like have never gotten into I feel like it happens with every niche where when you go from you get into it because you're just interested in it, just because like it's fun and cool. And then all of a sudden like you start learning all the terms and you find out that there's like I don't know, like I recently got into like the art niche and I saw that there was everything going on in the art niche with like all these terms and all these fights about what's better, the different types of art, what isn't considered an art medium. And so I feel like the same thing over here, where it's like there's all these terms like the hair chart and like the skin tone thing, like that conversation of like, like the paper bag test and things like that. And it's just so like crazy. It's like honestly, when I broke it down for him, you should have seen his face. Okay, so like you should have seen his face when I started telling him all the phrases and how everything was like worked in the space and all the terms that were used in the videos. He was like, "Why not just say curly hair?" Which was such a funny question. I feel like guys are very practical though in that sense, which is funny because the hair chart was made by a man, but it's made by a hairstylist. So, um, so yeah. But French. So, oh, if you're new here, yes, curly. See, exactly. He's like, just say curly hair. Um, but in terms of actually, no, I think I just like this format. I like the format of chatting. And oh, we. There is a word for curly in French, but I forgot. Uh, I get my French and my Spanish mixed up a lot because the words are so similar. Does anyone else have that problem? Yamina, you say that you say that you speak Spanish and English. Do you ever get like the French words mixed up with any Spanish words? I have that problem a lot with some words. Um, my husband says no, he does not get any of those words mixed up because he's got it like that, I guess. He gets his English and his Spanish mixed up, apparently. And so I've never had like him speak on this channel ever. I've only ever like mentioned him in passing. So him speaking is so weird. Good. Goodbye then. um, no, I'm only learning French now. I get English and Spanish mixed up too. For me, I don't know. I don't think I get English and Spanish mixed up, but I also don't think I speak it well enough to get it mixed up. Um, but I guess I can definitely see where like the confusion can happen. For me, the confusion happens with French and Spanish. Um, but I will say I don't know why, but I feel like I understand French way better than Spanish. I think that's just my ancestors being like, "Hello, hello, bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue." If you are new here, introduce yourself in the chat. Check the past messages and introduce yourself, please. Um, that's like the basis of it. We're reviewing, we're not going through slide by slide, learning it to get like, no, you review in your own time, we come together, we speak. If you are ahead in any way, use those phrases, use those words. Don't be afraid to speak them because that's how we all learn together. You know, someone asked earlier, like, what the heck is ça va? We go over it. You know, we ça va means how are you? It's also a way to say that you're fine. Ça va bien. I'm good. I'm fine. Comme ci, comme ça. I'm a lot of comme ci, comme ça. But yeah, if you're new, introduce yourself. Check the previous chats, and you'll see how to introduce yourself. Um, Mon nom c'est. Oh wow, my autocorrect is saying no to all of those words. Mon nom c'est. I'm just gonna introduce myself again in the chat. Ça va? Hola, are you still here? Can you hear me? I'm still here. Hola. Wait, this is French. Salut. Salut. Bienvenue. Bienvenue, art of being. Bienvenue. Oui, oui. I know. Sometimes I want, like, my brain will default on certain words and be like, Spanish? No, no, no. This is French. This is French. Um, c'est français. C'est français. Oh, hi. Hello. Salut, salut. Salut, salut. Bienvenue, bienvenue. I'm so glad you guys are here. Seriously, like that just warms my heart. We're doing Learn French with Alexa together to connect with our roots. Gonna change my name back. Okay, that would help me recognize you for sure. That would help me recognize you. I'm gonna go now. Au revoir. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Thank you for being here. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Have a wonderful night. Salut. Salut, by the way, which I'll type it in the chat. Salut equals hello and goodbye. Au revoir. Um, Salut is informal. It's very familiar. Don't say salut to like your French teacher or like to an elder. That's like going up to them and saying like, yo, almost. Au revoir. Yes, I have a wonderful night. Um, oh, salut. But yeah, the goal is to chat about literally anything in these. But I title them oh, how do I say? Oh my gosh, if you know how to say I love you in French, put it in the chat because I actually forgot. I forgot how to say I love you. We're going to learn some amazing, amazing phrases as we move on. The next lesson is the alphabet, but the alphabet is more about pronunciation than anything. So I'm not going to go over the alphabet, um, but it's more about pronunciation over anything because it's very similar to the English. Um, it's very similar to the je t'aime. There we go. I forgot about that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Je t'aime. No, that's so sweet. I love love. I do. Um, this is just literally us chatting. It's called Let's Learn French because the focus is to integrate French into everything, into literally everything that we're talking about here. Whether we're saying hello, goodbye, introducing ourselves, going over our culture, our language. Like, what do you speak? What language do you speak? Is say, je parle français ou anglais ou espagnol or any other language out there that you might speak. But finding a way to integrate it into our general conversation is the goal. And it'll become way easier as we, as we grow and as we learn more phrases. And as I mentioned, the numbers. Okay, I want to know, there's going to be a speed test. Who can type in the chat the numbers 10 through 20 in French? Who knows the numbers? Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Oh, right. Yeah, I see. Who can type the numbers 10 through 20 in the chat? It was in the lesson. The lesson was from 1 through 20, not just 1 through 10. I typed 1 through 10 in the chat. So you could just copy and paste that, and at least you have the first number. But what's 10 through 20 in the chat? I want to know who's been practicing. I want to know. Because watch, you guys, as the streams go on and as we learn more and as we can chat more, I'm not just going to ask in the chat. I'm going to bring you on the live stream. We're on the live stream and you can ask me stuff and I'll ask you stuff and we'll quiz each other. That's how you get your brain going. But right now, I don't think anybody wants to actually have their voice on the live stream, which is totally fine. I think I'm going to stop the live stream at like 45 minutes, only because it's getting late. So I guess 9:45 will end it. We. So what's 10 through 20? Mm, who's gonna get it first? If you know, bienvenue, bienvenue. Uh, je suis all mixed up. Je parle anglais. Who can type 10 through 20 in the chat? If we don't get it, if no one can type 10 through 20 in the chat, I will. I practice listening, but I'm going to write down each lesson as we do this more. I want to practice verbally because my accent is terrible. Do you want to join the stream right now? I can invite you on. I think I can invite via email. If you want to join the stream, we can do pronunciation together. Anybody at any point. Matter of fact, I think here, anybody at any point is allowed to request to join. I don't mind that at all because I want to chat and I want us to be able to chat about literally anything and to integrate français into our conversation. But yeah, knowing off the top of your head, hey, what is 14? Like I asked earlier, I think that person left, but I asked earlier, hey, what's today's date? Like the number of today's date in French. Go. In English it's the 14th. One day. Oh. Yeah, for sure. One day hop on the stream. I'm going to post the link every time so that you guys can join and we can chat. And as we learn more and more French, oh, we'll just be yapping on here, you guys. I'm telling you, it doesn't feel that way now. Doesn't feel that way now because we're doing very basic stuff like salut, bienvenue, bonsoir, au revoir, merci, de rien. Like we're doing things like that. But wait until we lock in. Okay? 14. Oui, 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 merci. Thank you very much. Yes, merci beaucoup. It is 14. 14. That is 14. That's 14 in French. Today is the 14th. 14 is 14 en français. 14. Now, as far as 10 through 20, that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10. Oh, wait, no. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I believe that's correct. I'm not looking at my notes, you guys. So if I'm wrong, let me know. I think 16 is says, and then it turns into, so like after 16, merci, after 16, it goes like 10 plus 6. It's like 10 and 6. Or no, 10 and 7. So it's like D-set, 10, 7, D-set at 17. Uh, D-sweet, 10, 8. So like that's what I mean in French. French numbers are so complicated because you basically start doing math. Wait till you get to like the big numbers. Oh my gosh. Saying like just what day it is like a full sentence, you guys. It's actually tiring. And then you get into 19, which is the funny one. Okay. I remember because keep in mind I learned this in high school. So the way I remembered number 19 was that it's 19, which means, oh, are you leaving? Uh, à tout à l'heure, à tout à l'heure, which means see you later, à tout à l'heure if you're leaving. Um, but I remembered 19 in French because it would be 19, which was close to like these nuts, these nuts, people would say. 19, so it's N-E, oui, mon chéri. Okay, tout à l'heure. Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup for being on the stream and have a wonderful night. Merci, merci, merci. We're about to end the stream in a few minutes. As I mentioned, we're gonna go up to 45 and then we're gonna call it a night. These are really like these are supposed to be like short, fun. Correct. Correct. 19. That's 19. And I remember because it would remind the guys in my classes of these nuts, which was so dumb. Um, but they would say that all the time, and so I remembered 19. So 19, and then 20. Exactly. Exactly. That's how they would remember 19. It was a class with so many boys. Oh my gosh. My French teacher hated it. She was like, I guess that's one way to remember. Now, 20 is vent, Ving, which is 20. I think it's Vingt. Boys in middle school were annoying. Boys in high school were somehow worse. I don't like at least I could say like he's 13, like you're 13, but like 17 still saying that? Like really? That's what it was like in my French class. It was it was disappointing. Um I'm so happy to get back into this, you guys. High school not so bad. I ignored them. The boys in my high school were crazy. They were crazy and they wanted a whole lot of goodies that they were not going to get, but they wanted them. And they were very bold about it because hormones and stuff. I try to give grace to younger people and give grief to parents. No. And I say that as a parent, but like um there is definitely self-control. There's definitely things that you have to learn, but there are things that you are supposed to know and understand morally, I think, before the raging hormones come in, which I think is absolutely partially up to parents. Um, I've seen firsthand just like it's good to warn. It's good to warn kids because they don't know. And when they start feeling those things, feeling the feelings, they don't know how to, if they're not prepared for it, then they have zero clue like how to handle it. You like imagine back when you first started feeling like sexual tension, right? And you're like, what the heck is this? Why do I feel this way? This is crazy. And like you're young and you've got energy. So you're just like, whoa, what is that feeling? I feel like as parents, we should absolutely tell our children, hey, you're going to go through this and it's going to be very strong, but you need to have a level head and understand right from wrong. Because at the end, like, build that moral compass up before the emotional part comes in. That's just my opinion on that. So I try not to give too much, I try to give more grace to the younger kids because they're experiencing strong feelings for the first time. And it's very important that if they have that strong moral compass first, then they can navigate those feelings way better than someone who has zero moral compass and is just out there and like released into the wild and it's just like, oh, okay, no one told me this was wrong. I have no feeling that this is wrong. It's expected, maybe, but like someone's got to tell you, right? I feel like someone's got to tell you something for the first time. That's my thought process. Someone has to tell someone something for the first time. We're all learning. We can't assume that another person is going to fill that shoe. That shoe. A parent cannot assume that a teacher is going to fill that role. A teacher cannot assume that. I think even that a parent will fulfill that role. We have to come in hands together for like the young kids and assume that no one's probably told them that no one has guided them that way. And someone has to tell them, hey, this is right and this is wrong. And one day you're going to feel XYZ. Vent, Van, Vent 20, Vent is 20. Hold on. Vent is 20. But yeah, I've got to go, you guys, um, because I've got some stuff to take care of. But yeah. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm so sorry about that random rant. I think about the future and about young kids so much. I feel like they have so much weight on their shoulders for like no freaking reason, man. Um, no reason at all. One thing about my child, she will be relaxed. She will be fine. She will not be stressing about the weight of the world on my watch. So, alrighty, you guys. Um, merci beaucoup. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. I enjoyed listening. Thank you. I would like hopefully soon to be able to articulate some of those thoughts in French. That is definitely the goal. We will get there. I look forward to the next stream, and I'm gonna repost the lessons. Um, and yeah, y'all have a wonderful night. Bonsoir. Salut. Ah, à tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure.